Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Mike Reed here. Welcome back to another toy review by yours truly. And today we have quite the interesting one for review today. So, if you haven't read the title of the video already, today we are taking a look at the Takara Beyblade X UX-08 SilverWolf. Yes, so this one I've been wanting to get my hands on for quite a while now. And, well, I finally get to take a look at it here. So, SilverWolf is, funny story about this one. So, a few months ago, I actually pre-ordered the Hasbro release of this guy, which was called Sterling Wolf, which, I hate to say it, but I actually like the Hasbro name better than the TT one. But unfortunately, that one got, super delayed, so I ended up buying the Takara version anyway. So, yeah. Anyways, taking a look at SilverWolf here, we can see, of course, you get the usual Takara starter box with the Beyblade X logo beautifully displayed up there. And of course, in the middle, we do get this very nice CG render of SilverWolf looking very silver wolfy. Of course, down here, we do get the UX-08 SilverWolf text, or SilverWolf text, 380 FB, Extreme Gear Sports right there. And of course you get the UX logo because yes, if you couldn't already tell, this is a UX release. Of course over here in this little caption, we do get a nice top-down look of SilverWolf, and we do get a winder launcher with this as well. So, pretty darn nice looking on the front there. Of course on this side, we do get the stamina type logo right there, because yes, this is a stamina type. And on the back, we do get some very nice stuff back here. So, of course, right there, you do get the SilverWolf text right there, 380 FB. Of course, right here, we get his user from the show, Jinro. And we get the gimmick here, which is, of course, the free spinning parts, which we'll talk more about that here in a bit. Of course, down here, we do get a better look at all of the parts beautifully displayed right here. And, of course, we get the winder launcher here. Then up in this little caption, we do have the Beyblade X sort of gimmick right there, the UX logo, and a whole bunch of legal jargon. And then on this side, we do have a quick little teaser for the Takara mobile app. And yeah, that's kind of about it for the box. So with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and crack this guy open, and let's see how cool he actually is. Alright guys, so with the bay fully unboxed, let's go ahead and dive right into the part by part. And of course we're going to start off with our UX blade here, which is SilverWolf. And I gotta say, this guy looks amazing. Just the gray, the black, and just the overall shape of this bay is absolutely fantastic. I love this guy. Of course, taking a look at the actual motif here, you'll notice in the ear right here on the wolf, if I zoom in, there's this little triangular design in the right ear here. And that, of course, is the original Bakuten Shoot Beyblade logo, which, of course, for those who've been paying attention throughout most of my reviews, you'll know that that means this guy is a Plastic Gen callback. In this case, he is a love letter to the original Wolborg, yes. And for comparison, here is my Burst remake of said Wolborg. And yeah, they got it pretty darn accurate, so love this callback to a very iconic Plastic Gen release. But even more importantly, what's interesting about this guy is that in the anime itself, he isn't a member of Pendragon at all. As a matter of fact, he's actually kind of on his own team. Well, he's not even on a team at all in the anime. So that's just very interesting to note. And of course right here we do get the awesome metal blade here, or the actual metal component, which of course does have a nice layer of clear coat on it. And if you notice, the actual blade is in shapes of like little wolf heads going around, which is pretty neat. Do quite like that. And then, of course, for this blade, the main UX gimmick for it is actually quite unique on this. So if you flip the blade over, you'll notice this shiny blue part underneath. And if I do this, you'll notice, yeah, it's a free spinning part. So very similar to, say, the Arc Bahamut, or, of course, any other bay that's had a gimmick like this. This free spinning blade allows it to sort of parry off attacks. You can kind of imagine a bay hitting it, and then it just kind of rolls the attack off with the free spinning blade. Pretty darn interesting. Little gimmick right there. Now, something I should note about this blade as well before I forget is that this blade has plenty of breakage issues. I've seen a lot of people where they have entire sections of the blade will break off, or the actual launcher prongs will crack. So I'm going to have to be very careful with this blade, as far as I know, they have not done a mold revision to fix these breakage issues. So maybe the Hasbro one, once that releases, if it's already released, will hopefully fix these issues. But for the original Takara release here, definitely keep that in mind if you're going to get this guy. Big breakage issues on him. So, and of course on the back here, there's probably no QR code, obviously. But still, very, very unique blade. Love the design here on SilverWolf. And next up here we get the Ratchet, which is 380. Now 380 we've seen plenty of times by now, but we get it here again in this nice black and this sort of clear color. Well, clear in this sort of like translucent black. Pretty darn nice right there. And last but not least, we get the bit, which of course is FB, or free ball. Now, free ball is very interesting in the fact that if you take a look at the ratchet here, you'll notice with any other ratchet, there would be these little teeth lining the bit. Those are absent on this bit, and there's a very good reason why. Because if we assemble our SilverWolf here real quick, like you would like any other normal bay, and click it in, you'll notice that when I turn the bit, you don't get that clicking noise. And that ties into free ball's gimmick, which is of course the free spin nature of the bit. So because there's no resistance here, it can freely spin, and in theory it should increase its stamina tenfold. At least in theory. So pretty darn interesting. And with the bay fully assembled here now, here you have SilverWolf 380 free ball. All in all, just really unique and interesting release. And I'm so glad to finally have this in my collection. So, and of course, before I forget, let me just quickly show off its little winder launcher here. So, again, virtually unchanged from any other winder launcher that we've seen before. Just silver now. Okay. But anyways, with all of that being said, that's basically going to wrap it up for the overview here on SilverWolf. So let's do a quick jump cut here, and let's see what this guy can do in battle. So see you guys in just a bit. Alright guys, and we are back. And of course I got my lovely BX10 beautifully displayed here. And of course I got my whole collection of bays all off screen here. So let's go ahead and grab our brand new SilverWolf. Now let's see what this guy can do in the stadium on his own. Before I forget, I will be using my winder launcher as well for this. So let's go ahead and see what he can do. Here we go. And wow, for a stamina type, he is super, super passive, as you can see. And thankfully with free ball, he can just sit right there in the middle, and he looks gorgeous in there. Really nice, the silver, how it kind of reflects off the metal there. Ow. Alright, so let's grab some bays and see what it can do. And I think we're going to start off with, you know what, Wizard Arrow. Let's see what it can do against SilverWolf. Alright, come on SilverWolf, let's see what you can do. Again, just really, really passive. Alright, come on. It really is a battle of stamina here. And SilverWolf, yeah, just about wins it there. Nice. Let's go again. Alright, SilverWolf, come on. But yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, I was expecting SilverWolf to hit at least a little bit harder. Oh, there we go. Ugh. Okay. Ooh, surprisingly strong hit from SilverWolf right there. And dang. All right, one more time. Whoa, good hits from Wizard Arrow there. Okay. Ooh. There was the little free spinning part sort of like rolling off the attack right there. Alright, come on. But yeah, SilverWolf does really well. I mean, dang. Okay, and SilverWolf wins surprisingly all 3 matches there. Okay. Let's get something a little more aggressive, shall we? You know what? Let's grab Hellshammer. I haven't used him in a while. See what he can do against SilverWolf. Okay. Ooh, solid hits from Hellshammer. Okay. Dang, SilverWolf just won that with like no effort. Okay. Let's try again. Alright, SilverWolf, come on. But I'm surprised. I mean, he's doing really, really well. I mean, come on, Hellshammer. You can give him a little bit of... You can at least hit him a little harder. Jeez. Jeez. Alright. One more time. Ooh, good hits. Okay. And another very effortless win by SilverWolf. Alright, let's do one more here. And you know what? Let's get something even more aggressive than that. Let's get... You know what? Tyranno Beat. I haven't used you in a while. Let's see if maybe you can finally put a dent in SilverWolf's effortless wins so far. Well then, that was something to say the least. And also, my SilverWolf went all the way over here. Oh, come back here, you. All right, let's go again. All right, Tyranno B, can you not send SilverWolf flying across the room, please? Well, at least something's finally putting a dent in SilverWolf here. One more time. Alright, Tyranno B, come on. Dang. SilverWolf just completely just dodged his attack right there. Pretty darn nice from SilverWolf. Alright. Alright guys, and with that, I think that's going to pretty much wrap it up for this review on SilverWolf. All in all, pretty darn solid stamina type if I do say so myself. A little bit of a shame, especially when it comes to the whole breakage issue situation, but hopefully there is going to be an updated mold at some point for this guy. But as it stands, pretty darn nice. Of course, the free spinning part does make it quite interesting, even if it's kind of hard to tell if it actually does anything or not. But still, pretty darn nice little mechanism, nonetheless. And of course, free ball is also pretty interesting in the fact that it seems to help with its stamina pretty darn greatly there. So, yeah, all in all, pretty solid release. Just pretty darn solid. And with that, guys, if you guys did enjoy this review, then please make sure to drop a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and ring that notification bell so that way you guys get notified for all my uploads. Later, Read Squad, and have a good one.